So it seems like we're gonna have to do another one of these story times because SEPTA stay bugging. Hey creators, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can see from the title below, I'm gonna be doing another SEPTA time. Whoa there, ever the SEPTA time. I'm gonna be doing another story time about SEPTA. Yeah, it's titled correctly. It's not a reboot. I'm not telling the same story. Another crazy lady tried to fight me on the trolley. This time it wasn't on the bus, it was on the trolley. So if you like to hear about the second time that a crazy lady tried to fight me, then keep watching the video. But hold on. As always, I always plug my social medias. If you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing, baby? Follow me on Instagram. Right here at Kashmir Kreates, and add me on Snap right here at Cash Kreates if you want to see my crazy self every day. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So, this story happened last year. It happened last year when I was a sophomore. And I used to take the trolley. I mean, I still take the trolley sometimes, but I take the trolley most of the times and then the bus every once in a while if I was like running late or something, right? So, I was on my way to school one day when I used to save a seat for this kid, and we're not gonna say names or descriptions. The person isn't even relevant, but oh, that might get me in trouble. I'm still gonna put it in though, I don't care. Anyways, I used to save a seat for this kid a couple stops from where I left from, and this lady, the lady that I almost got in a fight with, lived like in like 2 stops away from that person's stop, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is that I'd have to, this would be my stop, this is that person's stop, I mean this is the lady's stop, and then this is that person's stop. So like it'd be in a line. So because I was saving a seat for this person, I had to encounter her before this person. Yeah, get it? Alright, boom. It's one day, and mind you, I had never seen this lady on the trolley before. And one day, I had my feet up on the trolley and on the trolley seat, and regardless of if I'm saving a seat for someone or not, I always put my feet up on the seat because usually I have a lot of stuff. I usually do my homework in the morning just because like I'm really bad at doing it at night. And yeah, so I was either doing my homework or I was just like trying to be mean and not give someone else a seat, or just trying to save the seat for my friend at the time. But I feel like people get the hint like, oh, this girl doesn't want to sit next to a stranger, you know? So I had my feet on the seat and my laptop out, and my laptop was on my seat. Mind you, there's another seat in front of me open, and then there was another seat across from me where there was like an older guy, but like there was a seat open next to him, and the seat right in front of me was completely empty, right? So this lady comes on the trolley, you move your feet, and I'm like, right off the bat, I'm like, who you talking about? Can you move your feet? I can, but will I? No. But she's like, can you move your feet? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of saving a seat for someone. And she's like, well, you're not allowed to do that. You can't save seats for anyone. And I'm like, I know, but can you just let it slide? Like, that's just my friend or whatever. And she's like, no. And I'm like, ma'am, there's a seat right there. And she's like, no, move your feet. And she proceeds to try to touch my foot. Yes, my foot. She tries to touch my foot. And I'm like, you know what? It's not even worth it. In that second, that little second where I saw her, like, you know, like how you see someone about to do something, I saw her thinking about it, and I was like, alright, no, I'm just gonna move my feet, because I really don't want to, I don't want to have to, you know what I mean, I don't want to have to pop off, you know what I'm saying? Let me take a sip of this water. I let her sit down, I move my stuff, and the person that I was saving the seat for comes on the trolley. We have a merry day. That was the first incident, right there and then I was a little pressed. So when I was walking to school, like I was talking to my friends, and I was just like, hey yo, like this lady was real mad ugly, like she was really ugly trying to move my feet, like don't put your ugly hands on my feet. But we're all just laughing about it because like we're all on the trolley, and like it was really like their idea, like saying like, oh, she's ugly or whatever, right? But I mean, like it wasn't a big deal. We're just saying she was ugly just because like we were annoyed, but it wasn't like a big deal, you know what I mean? So, fast forward maybe 2 or 3 weeks after this happened, I decided that I was going to sit a seat ahead than I usually do, because if she was gonna try it again, at least I knew she just wanted that particular seat. Maybe she just wanted that particular seat because of whatever condition she had, because when you get to the end of the story, you'll find out how crazy this lady is. She had to have a condition. Like, alright, let me just move a seat up. And I moved a seat up, and basically the same thing happened. A girl that I know, like, she was saving a seat for her boyfriend, and basically the same thing happened. Like, she was like, oh, I'm saving a seat, and she's like, you can't sit there, you can't save seats, you can't save seats, you can't save seats, ah! And she was a lot more quiet than I am, so she just moved her stuff and went on our day. Now, fast forward, I want to say 2 to 3 more weeks of this. Mind you, in between now and then, that time, like, when she, like, bonded with the other girl, and then the time that this happened, she would sit next to me occasionally, but, or, like, she'd try to sit next to me occasionally, but I just, like, move, or, like, I just, like, be like, just have the seat. Like, I really don't care. Like, I really don't want to, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, right? I'm sitting on the trolley. I don't even have my feet on the trolley seat this time. I have my bag on the trolley seat. I have my laptop resting on my bag, and I'm turned like this. I have another bag of clothes, like a small little drawstring bag of clothes on this side of the seat. And then at the time I was like trying to play softball, so I had my softball bag on the floor. You would think, I mean, and it was crowded. It was crowded. So like when she came on the, we'll get into that. But it was crowded. I can understand if you see that someone's hogging a seat, that you're gonna, y'all wanna be any louder? You see if someone's hogging a seat, you're gonna wanna like be like, ayo, like it's crowded, let me sit. I get it. I totally get it. But there's so many ways to go about it, especially knowing our history with you being belligerent, for lack of better words, right? Let me just zoom out real quick so y'all can get the full experience of what happened. So she proceeds to push through. Mind you, I heard her in the beginning of the trolley like arguing with someone else because she was trying to get through, right? She proceeds to push through. She finds me. She's like, can you move your stuff? Mind you, first of all, okay, this was an older, she even wasn't older, she was like a 30-year-old white lady, right? Maybe like 28, 30. She was like, can you move your stuff? And I'm like, again, I can, but will I? No. But I didn't say that. I was just thinking that. She's like, can you move your stuff? And I like I said, like it was crowded. So I was like, all right, cool. Moved my stuff. I was sitting on the seat, right? This is the seat. I had my laptop on my lap. I had my stuff that was on here. I pushed it on the floor. Those floors be dirty, by the way. And then I had the stuff that was over here. I just squished it to the side so I could move over. Mind you, y'all see my hips, right? Do y'all see my hips? I'm a little bit, just a tad bit kind of big, you know what I'm saying? Like, not huge, but like my hips are kind of wide. So this lady, let's say she was about like 2.5 times my size. So if this is my hip length, 2.5 size would be like, yeah, about there. She was about there, right? So this is, the camera frame is perfect. This is how it actually is, right? I feel like my neighbors, because my window's open, they're gonna hear me, but I don't care. So this is like how the trolley seat is, like to scale. I'm already over here. This is my bag right here. This lady cannot fit. As you can tell, she can't fit. But what she proceeds to do is what proceeds to get us into a little altercation. I have my stuff on the floor. Like I said, this is a key. Just remember, I had my stuff on the floor. Remember that. What she does is she takes her chow mein that she had in a plastic bag. Mind you, it was halfway open when she came on the bus. She wasted the chow mein all over the floor, right? That's fine, mistakes happen. But what she proceeds to do is shift her whole body that's barely on the seat in the first place, pushing me onto the side of the trolley. So I'm like, okay, she's gonna move when she's done cleaning it up, right? She bends down, she cleans it up. Or she barely cleaned it up. Like, she just picked up the bowl. Like, there was still chow mein and oil on the floor when we left. But she proceeds to do that. And she sits back up, she puts her earphones back in, and all I feel is her slimy little thigh, because she had a dress on, her slimy little thigh on my leg. So I'm like, alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do one of these. And I moved my leg, my tiny little leg compared to hers. I moved my leg thinking I was gonna do something. And she looks at me and she pushes me back. So I'm like, oh, you wanna talk about that? Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So I just tapped her nicely on the shoulder. I said, hey, ma'am, hi, yeah, your leg right there, yeah, this one right there, it's on me. Can you like move over? And she goes, well, if you weren't hogging the seat. She didn't even sound like that. I don't know why I've never heard that voice, but she was like, if you weren't hogging the seat, then I wouldn't be bumping into you. And I'm like, ma'am, I was sitting here first. I wasn't hogging the seat. If anything, I was just courteous enough to give you the seat. So, you know, you don't have to be rude. And I said it like that. Like, I didn't say like with all the hand motions and stuff, but I basically said like, hey, like you're being mad dramatic right now. I'm sorry, I just want to look at myself real quick. Do I look good? Do I look good? Yeah. Okay, alright. So I was like, ma'am, you're being mad dramatic right now. Like, I didn't hog the seat. I was sitting here first. I legit had to stop doing my work on my laptop to put everything away. I gave you the seat. All you can do is just try not to, like, have your whole thigh on mine. Like, it's really uncomfortable. Please just stop. And she was like, mind you, like, I didn't even get to say that full thing. That's what I was trying to say, as nicely as I just said it. It was like in the middle of me trying to have like my whole like debate with her. She was like, well, you're a little spoiled brat, you're a little bastard, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bastard. I know my father. My father's Patrick Turry. Bastard. Last time I checked, my name was Kashmir. Sounds like maybe you have daddy issues, but I don't. So, yeah, you're a little bastard. You're spoiled. You're acting like a little beep. I'm not gonna say it because this is a PG channel. He called me the B word, and that's when I got heated. That's when Kashmir Kreates wasn't Kashmir Kreates no more. That's when Kashmir Kreates turned into Cash. And when I turn into Cash, you know that is one step away from KK. Okay? There's Kashmir Kreates, there's Kashmir Turry, there's Kashmir, there's Cash, and then there's KK. If you're losing letters in my name, that's when you're losing inches to your face, and I'm gonna get close and personal. You gonna get slapped, okay? So, call me a little B. That's what she called me. She called me a little B. And I'm rocking back and forth in the seat, just like how I'm rocking back and forth right now. And my friend was like, you didn't have to sit next to her. You're being mad rude. You didn't have to sit next to her. And everyone on the trolley was backing me up. And I was like, ma'am, I'm going to say it again. Move your thigh off of mine. Because mind you, while she's talking to me, she had her thigh on my thigh. Let's do this. Let me show you what she did. Okay, this is my thigh. She was doing one of these. As she was talking, she was doing, you're a little bit. So I'm like, okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am, you want to play these games. You know what I did? You know what I did, and to be honest with you, I'm not proud of it. I didn't hit her. I didn't curse at her because, like I said, I might be crazy, but I'm thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to be nice to her. I was trying to calm the situation best way I knew possible. So what I did, with all of my strength and with all of my might, I did one of these. Ready? And I put my booty on her. That's what I did. Turned around. My butt was on her thigh. And she moved her thigh. This is all happening. There's like a guy behind me and he's like, you can't talk to a kid like that. She was sitting there first. Da, 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 da. So I'm getting off the trolley and like she's still talking back and forth. But she's like, get your butt off of me or whatever. She's like, get your nasty self off me. You're so nasty. I gotta be dirty. Oh, black people dirty now? I mean, I didn't want to make it like that, but that's what it sounds like, ma'am. Because, I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's what it sounds like. So I'm like, why I gotta be dirty? And I'm like, I'm not the dirty one, man. I'm not the dirty one. She's talking, I'm like, you're like 20 something years old, you're still on the trolley, you should be driving to work, you probably don't even have a job. And mind you, like, I'm saying this as I'm getting off of the trolley. Like, I never cursed at her, I never like hit her or anything. I really just said like I almost fought her so I could get the views. But y'all still clicked on the video, y'all still got some tea. But basically that's what happened with that. Following up to that, like, I saw her on the trolley a couple more times, she'd see me roll her eyes at me. But I mean, I even threatened to call SEPTA and like try to like, I get like real legal like when I get into arguments with people, and I feel like that's low-key like just growing up in Delco, we just like rely on cops for a lot of stuff. And like, I know like, yeah. So like walking off, I was like, I'm gonna be talking to SEPTA about this. You're gonna be hearing from my dad. You're gonna be hearing from my lawyers. You're gonna be hearing from my mom. Sounding like the spoiled brat that she said I am. So I'm so ugly, honestly. I'm disgusting. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like down below. Even if you didn't like the video, you can still leave a like. Comment down below, share this video so your friends can become creators as well. And most importantly, keep creating. I love you all.